Hey everybody, how's it going? I know I haven't posted any videos in a while, and I'm sorry. I've been busy, really busy, thanks to the economy and our citywide hiring freeze. I can't find a job, which is not good. So, mainly what I've been doing lately is just money oriented. Like I was working on a picture to enter into a contest that had a cash prize, and I'm hoping I can at least get third place, because all three, first, second, and third place all have very nice prizes. I don't think I will, but you know, and I've been looking for a job and, online, so, but this video is, obviously going to be on Chibies, and, because I got a request for that, but, a real quick shout out to, Shot Doctor 94. You asked a question about, to get a video on body parts, and I was wondering, I thought I'd replied to one of your comments once about this, but, you asked the body parts, and I was wondering what body parts, arms, legs, all of them, just a real quick would be nice. And thank you for trying to keep me on track. I need that. Alright, so what you're looking at is my little monkey. Isn't he adorable? Alright, now, back to Chibies. The thing about Chibies is they're like anything else, really. I mean, they have a lot of different types of styles to them. And I have a few here, not a lot, but a few here that, you can look at and see the difference, maybe. Right here in one of my art books, well, not my art books, but one of the ones I bought for Clamp, they drew Tsubasa Chronicles, Reservoir Chronicles, Magic Knight Rayearth, Triple X Holic, Legal Drug, all those. And this is their Chibies, really. And they're very, very cute and very pudgy, and that's kind of how I draw my Chibies. That's how I originally had my Chibies, because I was in love with Clamp. You have no idea. And there's numerous, or a few, pages of different Chibies they have. So, a whole bunch of different kinds. I can try and go over those, but, And then next is another one of my favorite series. This one, it's a very, if anybody knows it, very nicely drawn, in my personal opinion. And the Chibies aren't really, they're adorable, in my personal opinion. Again, very squishy, very small, but they're a bit bigger, more regular people-ish than Clamps. And this is a drawing book that I have, that I recently got, actually. And this is just real quick. They're not, some Chibies aren't really Chibies. They're more regular, not so, smushed down. Like, here's a Chibi, amazingly enough. Yes, he's a Chibi. He's adorable. There's another Chibi. They're all different kinds of Chibies, and, like, that little guy. I think he might be a Chibi. Not exactly sure, but I think. So, alright, so, better hurry. I've already wasted 4 minutes. Alright, we're gonna try the way that I draw Chibies. So, really remember that they're just kind of pudgy people, so it's draw a head and a face, just like normal. But then you come down and it's usually, you know, kids almost. It's like a really, really big head on kids' bodies. And you want it to look cute, you don't want it to look anything too, like, you know. And, you know, it's kind of hard to explain. All my chibis are always different too. Gotta make them like almost fat, you know, with wide limbs and something kind of movement oriented, you know. Elbows and knees and stuff, they're not so, you know, needed, as long as you've got the basic structure. And, you know, little hands, little feet. And the biggest thing with chibis, everybody will tell you this, is their emotion. My eraser is running out. And emotion is really what makes a chibi. You know, big eyes, big eyes, big mouths, usually no noses. Chibis usually don't have noses, strangely enough. Though I guess, with such big eyes and big mouths, how can you have room for a nose? Am I right? Come on, I'm right. You know I'm right. You know, cute little innocent or evil. Okay, that's a small mouth, but that works too. Let's see if I can get a better view over here. Okay. I'm sorry again, but I'm trying to work something better out on the sidelines with my rig, something where I can have it up and keep it up and at the same time have good lighting. Okay, and ears, chibis don't always have ears. Sometimes they have ears, sometimes they don't. They're never really. Just remember, don't put too much detail in the chibis. Chibis are meant to be the cute little, not so amazingly detailed, you know? And I think we're gonna make this boy just to be fun, because he is adorable. Gonna bring his hair around. And once again, this is probably really off because I'm far away from it. Just remember, simple, childlike, very childlike. Nothing too detailed, probably just kind of and mine usually have a little more detail than most people's, because most people, their chibis are, you know, I like chibis. I used to do a comic entirely chibis, so I love chibis. Chibi, chibi, chibi. I mean, it even sounds fun. I gotta hurry up. Remember, small hands, nothing too detailed. Not a lot of folds, you know, a couple here and there maybe if you want to put them in. Small little feet. And there's your chibi. And I think we're gonna call him Alex because he's adorable. Don't ask me why Alex means adorable, but it does. Okay, now I gotta end this video and I'll come back in the next one with a few more kinds of chibis. Till then.